Hello everybody, Steve from Steve's TV. Thanks for tuning in. This video involves an estate sale pick. A few days ago I had a friend contact me, said she knew about an estate that wanted to sell everything in bulk. Well, guess what I did? I went and bought in bulk. We're gonna go over the stuff that I bought, and yes, it's a lot. I'm gonna go piece by piece, and what I want you to know is, if I describe it, it's the stuff that I got from the estate sale. If it's in the video and I don't describe it, that's just part of my warehouse here. I own rental property, and right now I'm using this apartment to store all this good stuff that I buy and sell. So let's start over here. What we have here is a vintage 1970s salesman's case for a salesman that would go around and from machine shops and sell their wares. These are all findings and things that would be made in various machine shops around the state of Rhode Island. And he would go out representing maybe 4 or 5 of these machine shops and sell the stuff that they had for sale. So I've got 2 of these, and I believe these are gonna fetch a decent dollar. And then over here we've got this fella here. Isn't he handsome? Yes, that's a wraparound hand puppet, and he's in nice shape. He's all complete. I can't find any tags on him, but somebody's gonna want that. And then we have first edition Stephen King books. Plenty of them. Here's a couple of sealed right here, another sealed, and then we've got a couple of doubles on Miseries. These again, all first editions from what I can tell. Plenty of Stephen King books. Them should fetch a fair dollar. Over here we have Memories and Time Clock. I opened it, but you can tell it's never been out of the box. It's still all wrapped up, and I'm assuming that's going to be like brand new. And then we have Barbie. Lots of Barbie stuff. This is all vintage 1960s pieces for her house, her kitchen, her bedroom, etc. Clothes, canopy bed. Over here we have dolls. Couple of different doubles on different ones. Over here, all Barbie dolls. They get decent money, some of them, you know, maybe up to $60, but generally $20, $30, $40. Lots of Barbie stuff. If you come over here, more vintage Barbie stuff in this bin. These are all, there's probably 8 dolls in there. They're all marked 1966, and they have the swivel hips, which makes them desirable or collectible. More vintage 1960s clothing and pots for her house. Now we come over here. We've got this very old baseball glove. I believe it's a Wilson, but I can't tell because all the tags are worn off it, and it's stiffer than a piece of wood. That can be brought around, and I will. If you look at the meshing on it and the buckles, this is an old glove. Over here we have the Pleasant Company American Girls. We've got Molly McIntyre right here. We've got Samantha and Bitty Baby along with her diaper bag and goodies. Them fetch a decent price, actually. So glad to get those. Over here we've got a Ken motorcycle. I really didn't find any comps on that, so that might be a winner too. I didn't see any listings or comps. Then we've got Baywatch complete set here, unopened. That should get a few dollars. And as we come along here, we've got this nice little horse. Them always get somebody that wants to buy them. And we've got a couple of semi-useless video games over here. And then action figures. Boy, we got some action figures. You've got Xena ×2. Over here we've got Clueless, 90210, Rugrats. These are all sealed, unopened stuff. All of it. Its biggest downfall might have been that it was stored in the cellar, so we've had to clean it up and deodorize it and get it so that we can market it. And over here we have Lost in Space action figures. There's a bunch of them in there. And we've got Star Wars, of course. That's a nice figure there. Some carded Star Wars stuff. Another doll. We come out here and we've got Anastasia. Couple of dolls, some carded figures. These are from the Shell gas station. There must be little toys inside of there. I haven't opened them. Then we come over here, we've got Silver Moon dolls. 3 or 4 or 5 of them, maybe even 10 of them, huh? Yeah. And then a Miss Piggy seal puzzle. Gotta have one of those. Another item that people really like to buy and pay a decent price for are these real monsters here. Found out that they sell for up to $60 one of these things. And we've got doubles on them, and we've got probably every real monster there was over here. And as we move along, we've got, you know, stuff like old caps and straws and pencils and little tchotchkes like that. And then over here, we've got Wonder Woman, 2 Batmans, and 2 Supermans. These are all from Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. I don't know how that promotion went, but these toys were, they got their hands on them and saved them. 3 Fred Flintstones. I mean, really, no Bonnie, huh? Well, hey, why not? Over here, we have 2 steel trucks. Texaco truck's missing a tire. The other one is complete. Other than that, they're just dirty, and of course they need restoration. Next we have a fishing reel, brand new in the box. Porcelain doll living inside there. Over here we have a couple of 1990s paddle boards there. And then we have starting lineup. This one would be the baseball stuff. Looks like 1998. And over here we've got basketball stuff. And there's a few of them. And down below, that's all giveaways from, you know, Taco Bell and McDonald's and Burger King. There's all kinds of little pieces in there, all bagged. And then we're going to come along here. Some kid was very lucky because grandparents or parents bought every last piece of this Fisher-Price Geotrax. I mean, they didn't miss a piece. They are all there, and they're all in perfect condition, really nice condition. And this set goes into not only this box, but it goes into this bin, which has a whole track set up, a whole village or countryside. And then we come down here, and we've got even more that go to this set. I mean, it probably takes a whole room to set this thing up. And again, that very lucky child. Alright, here we go. You see how deep this bin is, right? It's fairly deep. Okay, well, we have trolls. And lots of them. It's full right to the bottom with trolls. Large and small. I don't think they missed any trolls either. They bought every one of them they could get their hands on. And there they are. We're going to have them up for sale. We also have Star Trek. This is the ship model, not built, not opened. We have some Barbie doll related Star Trek stuff. That doesn't sell for too much, but it does fetch a few dollars. Star Trek figures, we've got a couple of them. We've got carded figures. We've got the laser pistol. There's quite a few pieces of Star Trek related items in here that we should have no problem selling. And then we come over to stuff like this. This is nice, very nice, but it only goes to maybe $15, $20 if you can believe it. Then we got this Faith doll from Buffy and the Vampire, all complete, everything there, unplayed with. I believe that might sell for upwards of $60. A couple of vintage dolls, probably from the 50s. Not worth much, I don't think, but somebody might want them. Again, that doll, same category. Not worth a high dollar, but people might want it. We come along to Spawn. This character, all day long, gets $160 every time. It's that was a nice find there, too. So now we're going to come along and I'm going to show you. Looks like we've got more Barbie dolls up here. And then we've got Spice Girls. Lots and lots of Spice Girls. I think every one of them that they put out ×2. Okay. And then right here, I have a vintage slot car set with at least 5 nice cars. Everything is in good condition. All the track is there. The Transformers. That's nice. That's going to be a nice money maker on that one. Believe it or not, this set goes for about $40. And then, of all things, if you can believe it, I was going to throw all these sealed pantyhose away when I came across them. and I decided to comp them and see if there was anything out there. And well, can you believe it? People want those and they buy them. As much as $10, $15 a package for unopened vintage stockings. So I guess everything's got a value to somebody. Over here we've got a 1990s Pepsi Cola radio that works. That's in good order. A vintage 1930s Bendix radio, 1940s maybe. That needs some work. The tubes are humming in it. Somebody will buy that for parts. Vintage apron here. A couple of curly dolls from the Three Stooges. Over here we've got an antique train set. Literally all metal cars. You can tell this is at least from the 1930s, if not 1940s. All steel track, everything's steel. It's got the transformer. It's a nice little set. It's got a bunch of cars connected to it, all metal. And then we come down to here, and we've got, looks like Men in Black. We got the Zappum van. We've got figures. We've got carded figures. Okay, that's all stuff that somebody's gonna want to buy. Over here we've got Sabrina the Teenage Witch ×5, and then looks like we've got Babylon 5 ×3. Yeah, 3 figures there, all different ones. There's 3 different ones. Over here we've got a sealed Spider-Man game and a sealed Spawn game. Both of them will sell. Have no problem finding homes for those. And we come along here. These are all unopened or unbuilt models. This is a tarantula, if you can believe it. We've got, looks like a Mako Shock car, a couple of Ferraris, a Ford pickup, Pontiac Fiero, a whole Titanic not even opened right there. This is a working library. The library would let you take one of these and play records on it. You could take it out like a book and it works. It's a record player. And then over here, Legos. Everybody loves Legos. That's a complete creator set. Here's a vintage lawn bowling game. It's really nice condition and complete. Same thing with the Tinker Toy, in great shape. Hardly played with, if at all. And then up here, these were never even opened. This stuff here, never even opened. That never even opened. And then we've got completed puzzles of Beetle Bailey and Donald Duck and Popeye. And then some vintage board games that are all complete. They just need a little bit of, you know, cleaning up to make them ready for sale. Then we'll all sell. Another undone model. Somebody did start this one, but it is complete. They started fiddling around with it, but everything's there for somebody to complete. And that's a nice project right there for sure. Then we come along, some vintage cowboy and Indian toys. Whole bag full. Vintage, well, vintage all the way maybe the 2000s. Dinosaurs, you know, kids like dinosaurs too. Over here, more train sets. These are sealed. This is sealed. Over here, this is not sealed, but it's a complete set. Tracks and everything needed. This is not as old as the one in the other room that I showed you, but it goes back there a few years and it is desirable, so that should fetch a few bucks. And then next we got my brain English isn't the best, sorry about that. We'll take this over here, and lots of records. All these records were picked up in the deal. This whole bin down here is full. All these records were part of the deal. I'm just gonna come over here to show you the rest of the records that were in the deal. We've got 4 more boxes. These were very high-end records that they're worth more money than the ones in the other room, but they're all worth money. And then we're going to come back out here and we're going to show you, we've got vintage watches. These are all vintage Zippos. Believe it or not, them are worth a pretty penny. Over here we got more modern lighters, but here's a whole card of themed lighters, so that's got to be worth something to someone. And then over here, these are all kind of like themed lighters, spaceships, girly lighters, lighters. And they all seem to work, 80% of them anyway. They're all butane, so you can fill them up. We've got X-Men sealed game, never opened. And then we've got a vintage 1948 Scrabble game. Next we have these here. I have no idea what they are, but they are here and complete, and there's some sort of toy sets. Also we have a Mickey Mouse AM radio that works. It's in good shape. And then as we come along here, we see that we've got the Trouser Press, vintage Trouser Press. That was a good alternative to Rolling Stone. It made a little more sense. High Times, I mean, there you go. It's High Times all again. So what we have here, this stack right here of comic books, I have to say that what's here is probably going to pay for half of what I spent today to buy everything I'm describing to you. So just this pile of books right here will get me, I'm pretty sure, halfway back to where I need to be to start making a profit, okay? Couple of Kiss makeup sets with Halloween coming, of course, right? And then we have a couple of Tonka trucks down here. Them always sell well, and they weren't beat up too bad. They were in pretty decent shape. Another X-Men sealed board game. Another one of them salesman's cases full of the findings, the brass findings. And then up here, you've been seeing me shoot by it, but I'll tell you about it now. Lots and lots of vintage metal, Corgi, Matchbox. I mean, there is all, I haven't even started looking at these yet. There's just piles of them. Here's a kit, a collector case right here. It's just, everything is here. Motorcycles, military vehicles, lots and lots of small metal Matchbox, Corgi. So yes, we have, in addition to the vintage cars, we also have knives, plenty of knives. Elvis Presley, couple of them. Marilyn Monroe, couple of them with lighters. This is a vintage Sportsman with a knife and a, looks like a watch. This is for the space shuttle. There's 3 knives. They're very heavy, heavy knife, well-made knife, I must say. I think the set only goes for maybe $20, $25, but there it is. And again, I don't know if I showed the tail end of all these cars, but we also have slot car tires. If you can believe it, they're worth money. Cub Scout pins and patches, them are nice. Couple of motorcycles, one with a rider. This is so I'll be able to understand everybody I talk to in the future from Radio Shack. Little music box here. A couple of maps from, I don't know when they were made. One of them was not even opened. They depict 1792 Boston settlement. So yeah, nice maps in really white, pristine condition. Christina Aguilera watches. 2 or 3 of them are not even opened. One of them is, but in good shape. Nice little music box. We come along, we've got more knives. Bunch of knives here, let me tell you. And different types of knives. So, and then we're going to come out here and we're going to see that we have a Marlboro hat. Everybody needs one of those. Looks like it's in good shape and it's branded. Heartland Unicorn. I haven't looked that one up yet. He looks a little scruffy. A couple of West German and German clocks here. Not sure if they work or not, but they seem complete. And I think we have reached the end of this video. I believe I've shown you everything that I picked up in this lot. It was a good buy. It cost me a little over $1,000, and I really believe I'll be able to make that back right quick. So I want to thank you for watching Steve's TV again. I would ask you to maybe subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you like the video, give me a like and tune into future videos. See you later. Thank you.